Hi guys, you're welcome to today's tutorial. My name is Mr. Adinoba, and in today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to upload multiple files using Node.js. So in our previous tutorial, we designed this form using ReactJs. So we can select file by clicking on this area. So to select any file we wish to select, we can even select multiple files. And it has support for some files, not all the files. For example, it has support for PDF, docx, it has support for JPEG, PNG, and JPG. So if I select a file that it doesn't support, error message is going to pop up. And also when you navigate to a file it doesn't support, it will blur it out. So we did all of this in the previous um, tutorial. We can also add file by dragging it and dropping it on this area. For example, let's drag some files and drop on that area to add them. So for example, if I want to add uh, this file, I just drag it and drop it and it will be added. We can also drag and drop multiple files to add them. For example, I can come here, drag, drop these two, and it will be added. Also, we can delete any file we don't want by clicking over here. We can delete any of the files we don't want. All right. So I'll be leaving a link to our previous video on how we were able to design this over here. The link will appear here. So you can click on it if you have not watched it before. You can go there and watch how we're able to design it. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be focusing on what happens when the user clicks on save. After selecting files and the user clicks on save, what happens to those are the files that the user selected. So we're going to be uploading those files to a Node.js server. We're also going to be adding a progress bar at this spot so that we can track the file upload progress. So without wasting much time, let's get to the coding part of this. Please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, endeavor to do so now. And also make sure you like the video and also drop your comment and share to your loved ones. Here are the React code we have written previously. So right now, let's create a new project, a Node.js project. So let's navigate to the folder where we'll create our project. So we're going to call this project multiple file uploader in Node.js. Now let's open a new terminal and let's write npm init-y. All right, so our entry file is index.js, so we create it. And we're going to be installing some dependencies, packages we're going to be making use of. So we'll install Express, calls, and we install Multer, which will handle our file upload. And let's open package.json and add type module so that we can be using import instead of require. Okay, so we assign Express to app. So now let's create a home page for our API so that when somebody visits our API domain, this message will be sent. Let's say welcome to multiple file uploader in Node.js. So we're going to respond with this. So we're going to install one more package, NodeMon. NodeMon will help and run our application each time we save. So now let's specify the port that our application will run on. And we're going to console log server run listening on port 34. All right, so you see, and let's test it. So let's visit it. As you can see, you see the message, the response. So now let's create a file called Multer.js. Here we're going to be configuring Multer. So let's import Multer from Multer, and let's declare storage, and we are going to configure our storage here. So first of all, we're going to configure the destination, and secondly, we configure the file name. So let's write the destination code. So first of all, we create a path, we upload path, and let's import fx. So this fx we're going to use make directory sync, and let's add recursive true so that even if the folder does not exist, it will try and create it. And let's pass the path here. So the file name now, let's say new file name equals to date.now. You can format the file name the way you based on your requirements. So, but just pass the file name to the callback. All right. So next, let's create uploader. Let's say uploader equal to Multer, and let's pass the storage we declared at the top. Let's also specify the limit. So the limit we are using in our project is 25 MB. So let's pass it in byte. So 25 MB in byte is this. So yeah, okay. Next, let's file filters. Let's filter the files to check whether it meets our requirements. So let's just go back to our React and copy this. So we just paste it here, but we're not using type here. Instead, we're using mimi type. So let's change it to mimi type. So if it matches of any of this extension, then the file will be uploaded. Else, we're going to return some errors. So let's return this error. Only.png.jpg .jpeg .pdf .doc.docx and .pptx format is allowed. So let's return this message if the format of the file sent is not uh, okay. All right, so let's export our uploader. Now let's go back to the index and let's create a route for uploading file. So we're going to be using post for this. Let's call it file uploads, and let's handle the request. So we import our uploader and we assign it to this variable dot array. Let's say files, and we use it. We'll pass the request and the response, and we get the error. Then if the error is instance of Multer error, so it's imported at the top, Multer error is already imported, we'll respond with status 500, and we'll pass this JSON code. We'll just return JSON code. Then whatever the error message is, we'll return that. As if it's just an error, let's copy this and duplicate here, pass 400, and whatever the error is, let's return here. And if everything goes fine, status code will be 200, and we'll pass file uploaded successfully as the message. So we are okay. So there's error here. Let's change this Multer.js. So let's go back to our React app. So here we need to create, first of all, create progress components. So let's create it, and let's create index.js and create our progress component here. Let's create the CSS file, and let's go back here and import our CSS file. So let's write some code here. We'll give it progress wrapper as the class name. So let's keep on. Okay. Let's say upload count. Okay. So let's give it upload progress container, and we have a progress within. So just do the same thing you see me doing here. and let's pass in some props. So we have progress loader and files. So we have put the files dot length here, and we will add the file and also add x based on if the file is more than one. If it is more than one, we'll add x. We will just leave it as it is. So let's create active class state, because while the app file is uploading, we want to be changing the color of the progress bar based on the upload state. So also we want to be filling the progress, and here we want to also display the upload percentage. All right, so let's write some code here that will change the color of our progress bar based on the upload percentage. So we'll return default x if mat.round. If it is less than 99, we'll return set active class, let's say bad, and just do the same thing you see me doing here, and you will see it in action. Most times you will not see it in action if you are using local host, because it's the file upload in local host will be very fast. But if you are uploading to a live server, uh, which is not your file is not being hosted in your computer, but in a server somewhere, it will show all these characteristics we are specifying here. So let's style it. So just calm down and write this CSS styles I'm writing over here. Overflow here. All right. Okay. Position absolute left 0. Let's say the top 0. And transition. We copy this. Okay. All right. We'll duplicate and we'll just make some changes. Okay. All right. We'll change some things. Uh, let's duplicate one more time. Change this, and we can also let's style the text. The upload count. Yes. All right. Okay. So yeah, we actually made a mistake here. I made a mistake here, so it's supposed to be dot percentage. Okay. Oh no, yeah. All right. So we are done with this. Now let's import it in our file uploader. So we import it and we'll add it here. Also, we'll pass in the props that is required. And Rockstar, let's select the title in the margin button 15. So let's pass in the files. Let's pass in the progress. We don't have progress yet, so let's just declare it here. the state here. So 0 is the default. And also let's specify the loader. We don't have loader, so let's declare it here. And we'll pass our loader here. So this is how it looks like. Now let's create a function called handle uploads. So this function will be a synchronous function and it will be responsible for uploading our files to the server. And okay, we use try catch here so that we can catch any error that occurs while the file is uploading. So write our code inside the try. So first of all, we need to gather the data we want to upload. So let's use for and loop through our files. So we're going to append it to the data. And let's create a config. All right, so here we'll specify our headers. Our content type will be application/form data. Please make sure you specify this. And we need to get our upload progress so that we can be able to update our progress. All right, update the form upload progress. All right, so we are going to use math.round. First, we use our progress event dot loaded times 100 divided by progress event dot total, and we're going to set progress result. All right, now we are going to install NodeJs. These NodeJs will be used to upload our files. So let's just say NodeJs.post. We need to use exactly the address. So okay, so let's copy this and come back here and paste it. So it's exactly the address of our upload route. So we'll pass the data and the config, and we use .then because this is a promise, is asynchronous. So we'll first of all set our loader to true here. Then when the response is returned, we set our loader to false. Let's output the response here, and let's catch whatsoever error that occurs. Okay, let's console log the error message, but let's throw it. It should be fine if we throw it, and we'll set loader first also. So we'll copy this function and we are going to use it when the user clicks on save. So we will execute that function. And also let's dynamically render its text. So if it is loading, we're going to tell the user please wait, X will say save. So NodeJs is not imported, so let's import it here, and can see, as you can see, it is. So let's refresh. So let's select some files, and let's try to upload. There's error here. So this error is because we have not used calls here. So we need to use calls to give access to any domain that will access this API. So let's just say origin, give it star. So let's select a file and upload. And it's, as you can see, it was uploaded inside the uploads folder. So let's delete it. This progress bar is having issues. Let's check what is the problem of the progress bar, because it's supposed to be filled with green. Okay, let's go to the CSS. Okay, we're supposed to change this one to good. All right, that is just the problem. And let's go back, and you can see it's filled up right now. And any file you upload from now on will be uploaded successfully. We can even add more files to this. We can add more files to it. There's something I want us to do now. I want, when we add a file, the upload progress should be reset. So let's reset it to 0. if anytime we add 5, it should be reset to 0. Also here, when we drag and drop 5, it should be reset to 0. Let's check it out. So you see it should be reset to 0. You can configure this anyhow you wish. Maybe you can hide the form when this file is uploaded. You know, it's just based on preference and what you really want. So these are the files that was uploaded, as you can see it. Alright guys, so this is the end of the tutorial. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content.